back, everybody, to another episode of Three Bros and a Mic.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what we got here, man. Zay, Mike, J Mac, Mark.
Hey.
We are the Bros.
Yes,
Three
sir.
Bros
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and Mike.
How y'all fellas feeling today, man?
Good,
man.
Good to
We're
see
back
y'all.
in
Good
the
to see y'all. Good to
building.
see y'all. All right.
Another
all
good
right.
day, man. You know.
Good.
Hey,
Good
man,
deal,
J man, Mark, how y'all feel about Raheem the Dream, man? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all Falcons fans,
He's
man?
definitely not Raheem the Dream.
No.
Yeah, more like Raheem
Hey,
Knight.
Hey.
look, I ain't gonna never, deny or not deny, but throw shade on anybody getting, an upgrade, a lateral move, their position. But I mean, you had your shot, bro.
Yeah.
You were 4-7.
Right.
Granted, you came after Dan Quinn. Granted, you got the shoulder under stick. But if they liked you, why they get rid of you?
Right.
Hey, man.
That's my thing. Bro.
Speaking of Raheem, man, he upgraded his service, man.
Oh,
Do something different, man. Speaking of that, what we got? What we talking about today, bro?
man.
Yeah, like first of all, let's get Justin Fields. Speaking of upgrade the service,
He need to upgrade his damn service for real.
that was dope. Yeah.
Raheem better come with it, man.
Hey, that's our topic for today, man. Upgrade your service. And what we're talking about, man, is I heard a pastor. He was on social media. It might have been in his church or a wedding conference. I mean, a marriage conference. But he pretty much said that most relationships lose or they fail simply because we have forgotten how to serve each other. And he said, basically, the general makeup of your marriage is about serving each other. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
he said, you think back to when you were dating your spouse. You were courting, you were serving. You didn't mind going to that movie. You didn't mind going to that store. You didn't mind going here, going there, as long as you were with that person.
Right.
And vice versa. They did what you liked, you did what they liked. You were serving each other. Everything you did to get them to the altar, you did. And then after the fact, people stopped serving. Because, and this is me talking now, like, a lot of people think the end goal is the marriage. But really, that's just the beginning. Because the marriage is, your life is just starting.
Yeah.
You say,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
just starting.
Definitely.
Because, yes, I get it. Trust me, I get it. The whole grand day that it is and how everybody's happy for you and all of that. I get that.
Right.
But your journey in marriage is just starting.
Definitely.
And the serving doesn't stop. And I think a lot of people have that mentality, like, I'm here now with a couple, and everybody gets a little laxed, and they just chill out and thinking that we good, we made it, everything we did, we're plateauing now.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's when you start to fail, because then you start to take each other for granted. And he was saying you got to continue to serve.
Definitely.
And if you think about it, think about all of the services that we have in our house, in your household. Think about it, like you got Hulu, you got Peacock, you got Netflix, AT&T, Comcast,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Right.
But what's the one common denominator that they all do? They continuously change their service to meet the need.
Yeah, they
of the
evolve,
customer.
man. They evolve, man.
Got to.
And they do something that is relevant to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you need faster internet? We
Yeah.
got you. We're not going to stay on that dial-up system.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to upgrade. And I just thought about that. I was like, you know what? They're changing to meet the needs of their customers.
And not only that, Jimmy, man, they got people that forecast it. Like now, this stuff has been done probably 3-4 years ago.
Right.
Now they working on 2027. What we gonna be doing then, man? And just to be able to see, like, even when you break it down your relationship, man, you can see certain things. Like, okay, this year we need to step it up. We need to have more date nights. We need to be able to reconnect, get away from the children. Be able to, like you said, date each other again, stuff like that. The day-to-day grind, whether it be, the commute, whether it be the children, and just life in general, man. You can't forget about your spouse and what you did to get that person, because you don't want them to feel neglected or feel like, you pushed them to the side and it's just, this is what I got going on. I'm in my own bubble.
Right.
And then you neglected your partner. So, yeah.
But that's what I was going to say. It's like, absolutely right. So all of these companies are changing to meet the needs of their customers. What
Right.
are you doing to meet the need of your spouse?
Right. Are you having those conversations?
Right. Are you having those conversations? Are you are you upgrading your service every year?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, or every month, however it works, because there are monthly subscriptions
Right.
and there are yearly subscriptions.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever, 'cause how I serve my wife now, 5 years ago, I didn't serve her like this.
Right.
Right.
Because she's changed,
Right.
and rightfully so.
Right.
And so have you, right? So have you, right?
Exactly. You have
And
to
speaking on
adapt.
those subscriptions, are you at the end of the year? Are you looking to hit renew?
Yeah. Oh, you canceling your subscription? You canceling your subscription?
Because we
right,
know
yeah.
there are a lot of people that chose to cancel that subscription.
That's right. That
You
didn't
know, they
make
got
it,
their own reason they ain't making it to the end of the
Yeah,
year.
fact. So
You,
Yeah.
you didn't
You know.
adapt. You didn't adapt to the service that I need.
So
right.
you need to upgrade your service.
Right.
Yeah.
Upgrade your service.
no doubt.
And that was something I was going to ask too, though. So is it like with the adaptations, are you adapting? Is one adapting to the other? Are they adapting together? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think it's both, right?
Yeah, I would assume that you would be adapting to each other, man, because it's got to be a give and take. It's got to be a balance. You don't want to feel like this person here is getting this much, and then the other person is pouring everything they have into them, and you're not getting nothing reciprocated. So I think it's
Right.
an evolution of both ends, right?
And that's definitely like a thin line of being intentional and then doing it for attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can do what Zay says, but then it becomes like a competition. Like, oh man, like Zay did all of this, and now now I got to do it. I got to match him. So now it becomes, instead of being intentional, it's doing it for attention. So
Right.
that, I can match you.
Right.
You know, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can go that way really quick.
Right.
When you're just trying to check a box.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
You got tallies, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get one up on.
Valentine's Day coming up. Let me
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
Let me do that. Yeah.
Kinda check the box.
Yeah. Set the tone for the rest of the year. You remember what Valentine's Day though? Yeah. You said we did it for Valentine's Day, right? Yeah.
I've taken so many L's over the years, Valentine's Day, bro. Because you always thinking, man, it's just Valentine's Day. Look,
Right.
I'm gonna check the box. I'm gonna get the flowers. I'm gonna get the card,
Ooh.
little chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook a little food, whatever.
Yeah.
But
upgrade.
when it's not
ain't
good
that a
enough,
part
you
of
gonna hear about it,
evolving
bro.
though?
No, you got
Because what about the person that wants Valentine's Day? That's not evolution. That's you just want to do something on Valentine's Day from now to the cows come home. Evolving is just like, well, all right, like this seems very monotonous every year. Like maybe let's do something different. Like
Right.
maybe we stuck in like Valentine's Day is high schoolish and it's still a time to show love, but like
Right.
that's not evolution to me. Like if that's what you still choosing to want, I mean, if what you want is what you want.
Right.
So
Right.
if like that's standard, then yeah. But like I mean, I don't see evolution in that particular
Yeah.
example.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's got to be an everyday occurrance, right?
Yeah.
Your service has to
Right.
be shown every day.
Right.
This is not
There
one
are
day.
some
This is
people-
not one day.
Yeah, I feel like there are some people who wait for those days to really show
Right.
their service to
Yeah.
someone.
Right.
But you wait a whole 365
Yeah.
to show somebody you love them when you had the opportunity of the
They
365.
got a list, J Mag. It's Valentine's Day, their birthday,
Yeah.
our anniversary. Like, okay, as long as I hit them three.
You would clear.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas. And then Mother's Day, once they come around, a whole nother situation with that one.
Yeah,
Right
for
there,
5 days. Like, okay, I hit them 5 days.
How quick you get the other 360?
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was getting at with the Valentine's Day thing.
I only care about them 5.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the other 360.
But you got to, and it's a cliche how it sounds. 365, show them how much you love them, but you got to hit them key days. Because that's all they're going to remember. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, like, yeah, you nice to me every day.
Right.
Yeah, he cook every now and then. Yeah,
Right.
he hold it down. But
That's
my
sad.
birthday, he dropped the ball.
Yeah, like, it lets
Like,
you
we
not
ain't
come
do
back.
shit.
That's
Like,
my
I ain't know.
birthday. Like, you had nothing planned. We ain't do nothing. You ain't giving up my birthday.
But that felt
But what
rushed.
about the other
It
360
felt
some odd days? Right,
It
yeah.
wasn't considerate. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
we all we did was go to a movie and did.
That's it, man.
On the inverse out of that, the other 364 days you do nothing, right?
Right.
But then you go
All
all
crazy.
in on this
Right, yeah.
one day.
Day, right,
and then
yeah.
it's like, yo, I appreciate it. This was super sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, you should do this more
Right,
often.
yeah.
It's just like, I mean, you
Yeah.
damned if you do,
Right,
damned if
yeah.
you don't.
Right,
man.
yeah.
You know?
You can't set that bar too high.
No, you can't. No, you can't,
man.
And it's a balance in that, bro. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, straight
you
up.
gotta manage expectations, bro.
But
It's-
that to me goes back to guys. I truly feel that guys are simple human beings. And what I mean by that, in terms of, like you said, about the days. Like, real talk, me, I don't know about y'all. Y'all may not subscribe to this, but my birthday, I love what my wife has done for me on my birthday. They have been very memorable.
Right.
But, dude, all you got to do is just let me sleep in. You let me watch some football,
Right.
or watch some sports, kick it with the guys.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
You ain't
Right.
you gotta do
Right.
no special dinner.
Same
Right, yeah,
You know,
right.
I'm not trying to knock your creativity.
If you want to do, that's what you want
Right,
to do.
right,
but I'm
right.
just saying.
I'm
If you asking me,
Right, what I want for my birthday.
guys.
Right, yeah,
It
yeah.
don't take nothing from me, bro.
Straight up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's, you know, a lot of these companies that you see online, they have these different plans, right?
Yeah.
And some, I kid you not, I can't remember the name of the company, but they had like a simple plan. They had like a pro plan.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a enterprise plan.
Right.
Like the simple plan was like dead simple. Like
Right.
literally like one thing or two things.
Bare minimum,
You
basic.
know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times in our relationships, people are seeking, I want simple.
Right.
You know, but
or you're okay with simple.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with simple.
Right.
Like, dude, I'm married to you now. Like, to me, when I got married, I knew I had to upgrade.
Uh-huh.
Like, what I did before 2018,
Nah,
Not gonna work.
Yeah,
I
Right.
can't do that now.
Right, yeah,
Like,
fact.
my plan had to be upgraded probably to the enterprise.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
There's no knocking
No,
on
no,
life.
no,
I
no,
mean,
yeah.
it's expected, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody evolves, everybody changes.
Right.
Her likes have changed.
Right.
Yeah.
Life has
Her
changed.
thoughts have changed.
Right. Yeah.
Because the way I used to, I mean, God rest his soul, my dad, man, he thought one way. If mama like roses,
Right.
that's what he got it every year.
Right.
And then mom be like, damn, another
There's
rose.
no time
Right,
to
right,
be roses,
right.
man. Right.
It's nice, but
They make other flowers.
Right.
right.
Okay. So you're like, okay, I'll get you a tulip.
Right. Yeah.
But he was like, I don't know about no tulips. I just
Right.
said roses. So
Right.
my dad's very simple. Like there's a lot of guys in that generation.
Right.
You got to be direct.
Yeah.
You know, there's no spontaneous.
Yeah, you gotta-
like,
you
think
gotta
for yourself.
spell it
It's
out.
like,
Tell me
what do you want?
Right.
And
Right.
I, like for me, I'm kind of like that. Not like full blown though, but like if it's your birthday coming, give me the idea.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Point me in the right
See,
direction.
but you know,
on the
they
other
want-
foot of that,
they
Jay, I'm about to go ahead.
they
Go ahead,
want-
Mike. Go
I mean,
ahead,
because
Mike.
I've gotten like chastised for this. They want us to,
Yeah.
how
Read
does
their
she say
mind.
it? Take the lead.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
read their
You shouldn't
mind.
have to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you
yeah.
everything.
Like,
You should
shouldn't
know
have to
what I
tell you.
want
You
by
should
now.
know what
Yeah.
I know.
You should know right.
You change all the time.
Yeah. But the new you is different from the old
From the
you.
old you.
So I
Yeah.
can't keep up with, you know,
Right.
let me know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
Give me a baseline. Or
Right,
something.
right. At one point in time, eating at this restaurant was cool.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
on this budget, on this
Right.
salary.
Yeah.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, you know, things may have changed. So
Now you
now
want
it's just
Nobu.
like,
We gotta
yeah.
go
So
Nobu,
now we
right.
like, and then you got to.
Why? Because of social media. Because all the girls that had
I thought we used to like Longhorn.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Now we gotta.
Now we not.
Now we gotta go to Nobu. Right.
It's like, wait, what?
Right.
So
Right.
it's just setting that
But then
expectation.
J Mac and then and Mike and Mark, when basically J Mac and Mark. You know, with me, I feel like my subscription is, you know, every year. Even, you know, now from us being, you know, just me and my wife, you know, initially,
Yeah.
it had that package.
Right.
You know, you evolve, and you know, new year come. Now you got, you know, Jet. So now you got to add something on to the package.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
yeah.
The new year come, next year come. Now you got a child.
Yeah.
So you got to add something else to the package. So like you said, man, it's constantly like adding stuff.
Yeah,
You might get, you know, get away with, you know, taking that off, but I need to add these two things.
Yeah.
You know, so. But then I was like, do I need to take that off? Because I still might use that.
Right.
And then you look at
Right.
it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man, how do I have all these? What's all on my bill?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, yeah, man. Straight up.
Now, what am I paying for now?
Right, yeah.
How did it go from this to this?
To this right now, yeah.
Let me get rid of the
Out the door,
fluff.
right.
Blink of an eye, man.
Fact.
It changed.
Listen, I'll tell you, one thing that I had to, speaking on that's a good analogy,
Hmm.
man. I had to upgrade, a part of the package that I had to upgrade was my communication skills.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
to upgrade my
Already.
communication package,
Right.
so to
Already.
speak. Because, you know, and I'm talking verbal and nonverbal. Because what we had to do, like now that we have 2 kids, a lot of times we do a lot of nonverbal communication. What I mean by that, not that, I mean, you still need to have a space to communicate
Right, yeah.
verbally.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, y'all know, when the morning comes, it's the hustle and flow.
Yeah, yeah, we
You
got to
gotta
get it.
move.
We time to go, right?
It's
Yeah.
a routine, it's a habit. You
Right.
know, and with habits, what happens? You don't think, it just
Right.
happens.
Yeah,
You just
you
do.
reacting. You just
Yeah.
reacting, right? Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I got to take a step back and look and see what's happening.
Right.
We talked about reading the room.
Right.
You know, which I suck at. I'll be the first to say. You know?
Especially when something happens different in the routine.
What?
Yeah.
And you so
All
targeted,
two
you've
Right.
been missing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
You like,
yeah,
good,
yeah,
good,
yeah,
good,
good
good.
point.
Oh, damn, my bad.
Yep.
I forgot that. Or
Right.
my bad, you just failed. Let me go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just it flips you out. It throws you out of routine. But yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
and
That's
so
huge.
I have to do that. Like now, I'll catch her. Like I can see it. I can read her body language, her mood. Like she didn't have a good night, or maybe she got a lot on her mind that she got to get to work too. So I just non-verbally, I just jump in
Yeah.
and do something different. It could be, you know what? I'll text her. I got dinner tonight,
Mm.
and then she'll be like, "Oh man, you were reading my mind."
Yeah,
Like, I was
something.
just trying to think like, what we gonna eat?
Right,
tonight?
yeah.
You know, because I'm thinking about what I just saw before you left.
Right, yeah.
Right.
How could I like your low? How could I take something off your plate? Right.
Right. So, but that comes with time.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get that. I mean, I think I've always been generous and helpful.
Right.
But to be that intentional.
Right.
And to be that
Observant, right?
Observant.
What your partner
Yeah.
needs, right? Yeah.
Service every
It's
year.
huge.
You know?
Yeah.
It's huge.
man.
Is there anything that y'all?
I'm about to say, Mike, what about you in your situation, man? You a little bit different from us, where you ain't got so much chaos going on in your house. So
No, it's still there. I mean, it's just minus like a child, but like we
Right.
still evolve, and
Right.
our wants and things that we're interested in, or things that we may used to do, we may not do as much because we're so occupied in
you're
careers
busy, man,
and
so
very
Right, yeah,
busy.
yeah. How do you
So, like, a lot
balance
of
that?
those- So a lot of it is like just carving out time management.
Right.
I think it's been something that we've been able to do, but
You've upgraded your time.
Right, yeah, facts.
yes.
Yes.
We've made an attempt to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's
Right.
opened it up. It's
Yeah.
opened up that space a little bit more. So we're a little bit more intentional when we go out, when we eat together, when we're watching a movie together.
Right.
When we're just like asking how your day is.
Right.
Taking a couple of seconds just to check up on each other.
Right. So do y'all carve out a time, I guess everybody, where it's just no phones, let me just pour into you, like let me put this phone to the side, what do you got going on?
Yeah, actually, one of the rules is, just when you come in the house, like, just don't be on the phone, because that used to be like a huge
Yes,
issue, right,
huge
yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Even there was one time we was the 3 or 4 of us was on a Zoom or on FaceTime doing a
Right.
meeting, and I walked in, her parents was in there, she was in there,
Oh,
and we were still having our meeting, and I had to like tell y'all, just like, look, y'all, you know what I'm saying, like I'm breaking one of the rules.
Right,
Like, let's wrap this up real quick. 'Cause, I gotta get the thing. So
Yeah.
that's like one of the things where it's just
Yeah.
like, we're trying to improve on. When
Right.
you step into the house, try not to like be on your
be
phone.
present.
Just be present.
Right, yeah.
At the very least,
Yeah,
Right.
You're
that's
always on
huge.
your
That's
phone.
huge, bro. We did the same thing
Right.
because I started to feel like I had a problem with every time my wife would get the door, she was on the damn phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I didn't realize how much it irritated me until I thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, because you hear stuff people say, and the guys say, what a guy very simple. The podcast
Yeah.
say what guys want is simple. Walk in the door, speak to them.
Right.
Ask her how was your day. So, like, be present in that
Right,
moment.
yeah.
Don't be on the phone. Come to the dog on the door. And
Right, yeah.
I thought about it. I said, that shit. Yeah, it's bothering me. Like, you always
It
talking to
makes sense.
somebody.
Yeah,
you come,
yeah.
But the bad thing is that your conversation runs over further. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you finishing, it's you actively continuing your conversation
Right, yeah,
for
fact.
like 30 minutes. I didn't talk to you. You just
And I
get
have
home.
a routine, like it's like, I mean, whether I'm on the phone or off the phone, like I have a routine, like I have it's kind of like a decompressed type routine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right, yeah,
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like, clothes off, washing face, getting ready for dinner. So it's a lot. The routine doesn't necessarily incorporate, my spouse. So it's
Right.
like, at the very least, if I'm coming in, be off the phone, man. Because after we do, like, have our touch base and we
Right,
connect
yeah.
or whatever,
Right,
then I go
right.
back to doing my routine, and then,
do
we
your
circle
thing,
back up.
right,
But
yeah,
it's just
fact.
like,
Right. That's huge. I mean,
Yeah,
just,
facts.
bro.
Because you still got to maintain that connection and stuff like that. You don't want to be so isolated.
Yeah,
or, you know
that's
what
a
I'm
big
saying,
add.
from your
Also
partner.
out of touch.
And it made me,
Right,
it
with
made
your
me,
partner, right, yeah.
it made me think about, in general, just like walking into anywhere on the phone,
Yeah,
whether it's,
yeah,
it's
facts.
church or
Like,
restaurant,
yeah, facts,
a
yeah.
meeting.
No phone at the counters
Yeah,
or no
yeah,
phone when you
facts.
walk. Yeah.
It's there for a
It's a
reason.
reason.
It's almost,
Yeah.
kind of, almost kind of disrespectful to kind of walk
Right.
into something intentionally, and you got something else going on.
Yeah,
like,
hold on, wait, yeah, give me one. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, wait.
Hold on for a second. No, I ain't talking to you, man.
Right,
What you
yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
And sometimes it
yeah.
takes that. It takes somebody to kind of call it out and
Right.
be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
dang, I didn't realize I was doing that."
Right.
And I see like the negative implications that can have.
See, but that also what you just said, 'cause that's going to lead, I think, into a good conversation. One of our following episodes, having somebody call you out on something, because when you're single, you don't really have anybody to call you out on.
Right.
Like you don't have anybody to answer to.
Right.
No.
Or
So you
even
don't-
care that they
you
are
don't
calling
even-
because you.
You're
Right.
right.
Yeah. Like, I got-
The accountability is different.
Right,
You're like,
yeah.
You don't,
Right,
you
right,
don't
they
even
can't do
ask
this.
yourself any questions.
Right,
You
yeah.
just do.
Right,
Right,
right.
right,
Keep
right.
it pushing.
Right.
When you get involved with someone, now everything changes because
Yeah.
now you're living in a living space with somebody else.
Yeah, you've
And
been
so
considerate
now-
of somebody else and their feelings and their needs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Right.
So now you got to look at how you're serving and how you want served versus now how you need to serve.
right.
Because, and granted, I mean, we all have needs and all that, but I think with proper communication,
Yeah.
is what I hear Mike saying, you know, with time management, that all ties in together.
Right.
You can learn what your spouse needs just by having a conversation with them. It don't even have to be about that. Like, here's what I need.
Right.
You can just hear in the conversation.
Right.
Yeah, you can read between the lines.
If you
But you
paying
don't- but you
attention,
don't
yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
yeah.
When you
Yeah,
want-
when you
No,
chugging
no,
on your
no,
phone
indeed.
all the time,
No,
right?
no,
Yeah,
indeed.
facts, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
No
mean,
doubt.
I
That's-
got any other upgrading?
Bro, I mean, for me, my situation, and shout out to episode, y'all stay tuned, Grace.
Yeah.
I've had to upgrade my level of grace, bro. Like, it's
Man.
being, like you said, being intentional about it.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you give the person time to do what you ask them to do.
Right.
And don't expect them to fail, right? Don't, you know, and if they have questions about what you ask them to do, walk them through what you meant. You know,
Right.
don't just say, look, I got it, or don't worry about it. You don't do right anyway. Like,
Right.
give that person the grace to execute what you ask them
Hey,
to do.
Mark,
Just-
Mark is the reverse of me and my wife. My wife and Mark will get along great. And she'll tell me to do something, and it's like, dang, man, it ain't done yet. I be like, man, you just told me this 10 minutes. Like, yo, man, your time space and my time space,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Don't
that's
add
how
up,
that-
my time, man.
You know?
My time, man.
Timelines ain't
Right, bro,
Yeah.
ain't adding up, man.
Like,
So-
when does grace turn into like, hey, look,
Right,
on, man.
right,
What we
right,
doing,
right,
man?
right. When
Yeah,
your grace
man.
run out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
timeline.
Right, yeah.
You gotta be realistic with it, you know. But
Yeah.
I would definitely say, you know, it's a segue into our next episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Patience has been, I have definitely had to
Ooh.
upgrade my patience.
Right.
yeah.
You know, and I think really it's for in terms of my spouse, but also for me. Because like just taking a step back and evaluating myself, like giving myself patience
Yeah.
with a lot of situations. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
But you
Yeah,
know,
gotcha.
like this world is ever changing and moving so
Evolving.
fast.
Yeah, everything went right now.
Yeah.
You want to keep up, right? And you know, and then I'm in this competition with myself to do better.
Right.
But at the same time, I want my wife to do better as well.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me accept where she is right now.
Right.
Right.
Give her the grace that she needs, but also the patience
Right.
to be like, you know what? I'm here to help you however you need to be helped.
Right.
But we're not going to be stagnant.
Right.
No.
Now, we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be stagnant.
Right.
We done came too far.
Right.
Right.
You know, so we're gonna keep moving, even if it's baby steps, crawling.
Right.
But we're moving because as you keep moving, you leave from where you came from.
Right.
Right.
So, but that but you got to be in tune with your spouse or with your significant other.
Yeah.
Right.
To get to that level.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do that just off of happenstance, like showing grace and patience and appreciation.
Right.
You got to definitely upgrade, man. And when it comes to upgrading, I always notice it's about plans. They always got those fine little words,
Right.
fine
Yeah.
sentences. You got to
Right.
read the small print.
Right.
Because
Right.
Yeah.
you got to read the small print when you upgrade. Because like, hey, look, just know by upgrading, this can happen.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Fact.
Right.
So,
You're
yeah, man,
you're
come on,
you're
how do
accepting these
y'all talk-
terms.
How do y'all talk? Because us three, we have in that package, we also have sub packages where where we have our children and stuff like that. So how do y'all toggle going back and forth from putting on this hat, going back to this hat, and making sure everybody has their appropriate time with you and that you nurturing each relationship? That that could be
That's a good question.
a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where you burning on both ends, man. I got this career I got going on. I got to come in the house. I got to give the children my, attention. They want my attention. I got my wife got to get attention and stuff like that. And man, and vice versa with your spouse too. They doing it. They burning on both ends
Right,
too, man.
right.
So for you to upgrade your plan, how do y'all balance in the totality?
That's it, brother.
That's it.
All of that,
I said
man.
that word wrong.
Right.
Hey, shout out to the grandparents.
Right, yeah, straight up, man.
Because
The village, man.
Hopefully, my mother-in-law and my mom don't upgrade their service.
Right, yeah.
Oh, right. You still need that.
Right, yeah,
Right,
right,
right.
To answer your question, man, Mike, you want to go? I mean, Mark, you want to go?
No, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, that's a great question, Zay. I'm thinking, man, you gotta find the balance,
Right.
And that's easier said than done because you got your career that you want to you know, flourish and
Right.
and prosper, and you want your spouse career to flourish and prosper, and you want your kids to be healthy and strong and make memories and do all of this, and you got all of that. So for us, I think sitting down, and it sounds simple, but it can be so difficult. Creating a schedule. And what I mean by the schedule is it's not like scheduling fun, like scheduling time. Okay, we got to sit here, talk. Sit here.
Right,
That's
yeah.
not what I'm saying.
Robotic.
3:30,
It's like
we
you're
do
a robot.
right
So
here,
you're a
yeah.
robot.
3:30, we got to eat. 4, we got to sleep.
Right.
What I'm saying, like, it's scheduling that time. Like, you know what? No matter what is happening, you know, if given that it can happen, because, you know, we know things do happen.
Right, yeah.
But given that it's a perfect day, 4:30, for an example, we're playing with the kids.
Right.
You know, you got little man, I got the second born, however it works.
Right.
Right.
Or vice versa. Or we just gonna go walk the dog with the boys.
Yeah.
Or we gonna watch a movie. Or we gonna dance to his favorite song.
Right.
Whatever it is. Because it's crazy how this works with kids, man. It's like the moment you start to connect with them, the connection between the parents gets stronger.
Right.
And that's how I see it. Because
Right.
like even last night, man, like we literally, my boys, you know, I got a 7-month and a 2-year-old. Like literally, like the 2-year-old, he's he's on go mode.
Wide open.
Yeah, fast.
You
Yeah.
know,
Wide
you
open.
know,
Yeah, fast.
like he's on go mode.
Wide
But
open.
now you add a second one, you know, like he's starting to get on go mode.
Yeah.
So what we did, like to spur the moment, we moved the furniture out the way, and they got the whole floor to themselves.
Right. Just do
And
your
they
thing.
just went
Right. Yeah.
Like
You
they
wear
got-
yourself
they made
out,
a
man.
racetrack out
Right.
there.
Man.
Side by side.
Right. So me and my wife would just sit on the couch like, y'all go play.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wear yourself
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wear yourself
Like,
out,
we're
right.
sitting here vibing with each other.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
While they're connecting with each other
Right.
as brothers.
Yeah.
Like it was a beautiful exchange. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's
like
beautiful.
little things like that to others, like, man, that ain't nothing, but to us, it was everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
Because you know, you think about all that you do that's taxing in the world,
Right.
that you got to deal with,
Your
the
full
answers
day,
you gotta,
yeah.
questions you got to answer,
Right.
things you got to do, all of that, and then to come home,
Right.
you want that to be your euphoria.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, your safe
Because they don't
space.
care about it.
Yeah.
They don't
Nah,
care about it.
they don't care about
You
that.
can have the worst day in the world. I'm ready. What we doing? Right, yeah.
Daddy, let's play the floor inside.
I guess it's hot. I guess it's hot.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm the same thing, brother. To kind of go off of what you just said with scheduling.
Yeah.
I go back to this every time, man. But give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Once you get your stuff lined up, so okay, you're gonna allot time for the things that's important to you, and for your family to flourish. You come back around and say, okay, you're not Superman, even though
Yeah.
you're expected to be.
Right.
Give yourself some grace to allow things to happen. as
Take
they
your
gonna
cape
happen.
off every now and
Well,
then.
it's okay, because if everything that get done in a day, bro, it's just 24 hours.
Right, yeah.
It's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
don't be so stressed out about not sitting down. I only play with a little man for 30 minutes a day.
Right.
I want to do it for an hour. Okay, it's all right. What can I move around tomorrow to get
Yeah.
to do better tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I told my wife, you know, I told her I was going to do this today, man, but hell, I'm tired as hell.
I ain't gonna be able
It ain't
to
gonna
do it.
happen.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But, you know, let me say, look,
That's real.
I ain't do it today, but look, I promise I'm gonna get to it by
Right, I
Saturday,
got
by the
you.
weekend. I'll make it happen, move some
Right.
things around. Like, give yourself some grace, communicate, and then, like I said, bounce off that schedule so everything kind of hopefully falls where it needs to fall. Man.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
the scheduling is powerful.
Yeah.
I used to be against it only because it didn't seem like it was intentional, like it
Right.
was organic.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Right.
seemed like you're scheduling your memories.
Right, yeah.
scheduling.
Yeah.
But it depends, I guess, how you take it.
Right.
You know, and like you could.
It seems like you're losing a sense of freedom almost, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this with scheduling. So
I feel like I was.
But I
that
don't
guy.
think it's like Jim Max said, it ain't so rigid where he got it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
He can call an audible if he needs
Right,
to.
if he
like,
need to,
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I used to be that guy. Like it was. All right, bet. Oh, we doing this at 4:30. Okay, we doing this at 6:30.
Right, you locked in. Oh, you was that person. You was that guy, Jim,
I
man.
was that
Like,
guy, but as I've grown
right.
and upgraded my services,
Right.
I have learned that you got to give yourself grace, you got to
Right.
give yourself some patience,
Yeah.
because you'll miss out on a lot when you don't allow yourself to just be,
Right.
Yeah.
just
Facts.
be. So shout out to Common for the album, man. If y'all ain't never heard that
Hell yeah.
album,
Oh.
y'all missing a treasure.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, anything else, Scott?
I don't know. Y'all mentioned grace and patience a lot, man. That might be something we
Right.
want to circle back
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna circle back to that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Man. We hope that y'all there with us, man.
Right, yeah, fact. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
man,
this
great
episode.
folks
This was a
tonight.
great
Hey,
episode, man.
Subscribe.
Upgrade your damn service first.
Right, yeah, fact.
Yeah, before you like, man, upgrade. You know
Right. Straight up.
But subscribe, man, like, man. Let us know how you feeling about it, man. Share. Let us know what y'all want to hear, man.
no doubt.
We got y'all, man.
Y'all take care, man. All love.
Man.